Recording.
We go. Okay. All right. Welcome. This is our penultimate, so second to last session in this challenge out of 11. Today is number 10. So I don't know, maybe I'll add another one, but I feel like last time, like I was just saying before I hit the recording, last time the upper body stuff was a little bit challenging, and maybe before that was a little crazy. So today it's just 15-minute feel good overall yoga flow. So we'll actually start standing. You can come to the middle of your mats. And again, you can close the eyes just to get centered here. I almost, not now, sorry, my watch. Okay. I never start a regular yoga class standing, but sometimes with the 15-minute sessions. Okay. So close the eyes, bring a hand to the heart, hand to the navel. And just take a big centering breath in. Exhale, side out. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. You can set an intention for our stretch session today if you like. And then open your eyes. Okay, so we'll get this started with 3 sun salutation breaths. So you can keep a little bend in the knees if you're feeling stiff. And then inhale, sweep the hands up overhead, either touch the palms or don't. You can look up or look forward. And then exhale, turn the palms away, swan dive forward, bend the knees, and let the head hang. And then grab opposite elbows here, take a couple sways from side to side. And drop the head. If you have very open shoulders, you can also interlace your fingers behind your back. Take the interlaced fingers over your head. I'm just going to double here. And then release the hands down. Inhale, lift halfway. So again, halfway is different for everybody. Hands on the thighs, hands on the shins, hands on blocks or a piece of furniture. And then exhale, forward bend, let it bend the knees a lot, and then roll up to stand here. So keep the chin into the chest. Let the spine just kind of unwind here. And then meet me back in mountain pose, Tadasana. So shoulders away from the ears, pinkies in, thumbs out. We'll do 2 more of those, this time moving with a little bit more momentum. So inhale, sweep the hands up, touch the palms or leave them apart. Exhale, turn the palms away. Swan dive forward, forward bend in the knees or not. Inhale, lift halfway. So your back is flat. Upper body parallel to the floor, engage your core here. Exhale, forward bend, let the head hang. Bend the knees a lot. Let's inhale, roll up a little bit more quickly. And right away, inhale, sweep the hands up overhead, touch the palms, turn the palms away from each other, forward bend, swan dive forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, bring your hands again above or below your knees. Keep the back of your neck long. And then exhale, forward bend. All right, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. This time, cross the right leg over the left. Find that steeple grip with your hands that we do sometimes. So interlace the fingers and leave the index finger up. Reach the hands up overhead. If you can get the biceps around the ears, great. If not, just keep them forward. And then push the left hip to the left. Bend your upper body to the right. So literally this is that banana shape, but we're standing. It's a bit of a balance challenge. You can squeeze the inner thighs together. And then come back through center. Undo the hands, shake the arms out. Uncross the legs, recross them. Left leg in front of right this time. Bring the hands back up overhead. Find the steeple grip if you liked it. If not, maybe just bring the hands together. And then take the right hip out to the side and bend to the left. So push the left hip and the front of the left shoulder forward a little bit more than you think you need. And then come up through center, let go of the hands, uncross the legs, shake out the legs. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead this time. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward bend. Bring your hands down to the ground, let the head drop, and bend the knees as much as you need to get your hands to the ground. From there, you can start to lengthen one leg and then the other. to open up the hamstrings. This is a real back to basics situation we're doing here. Again, the upper body stuff the other day has a lot of triceps, a lot of chest. The lower body stuff has been challenging in different ways. So we'll have core to finish off this series, but it's nice to just kind of stretch it out every so often or often. Okay, re-lengthen both legs, drop the head, bend the knees a lot, plant the hands, so flatten the hands, and then carefully bring one knee back and then the other for tabletop, hands and knees. Tuck the toes, and let's inhale, find cow. So again, the tailbone goes up, the chest comes forward between the shoulder blades, look up, and then flatten the tops of the feet down, press the ground away, that's cat. So 2 more on your own breath. You can keep with that toe situation to stretch the toes, or you can let it go and just pick one and stay with it. But we are opening the spine here in each direction. The next time you finish a cat, come back to a neutral spine. Bring the knees as wide as your practice space or wider than your hips. Send the hips back to the heels, child's pose, Balasana. So again, that head can come to the ground, or you can stack fists. This carpet really smells like feet, so I'm gonna stay up here. Okay. And from child's pose, lift up your head, look forward, crawl forward into Sphinx. We're not staying here, but I like to stop here for a moment. So in Sphinx, bring the elbows under the shoulders, bring the palms down. Now I'm gonna move on with an option. If you wanna stay with Sphinx, you can. If you'd like to move to seal, tent the fingertips, walk the hands forward, lift the elbows. And now once you've really clawed into the ground with the palms up and the elbows up, turn the hands out at a 45-degree angle. So I said this was going to be just stretching, and if you'd like to stay here, that's great. If you want to add a tiny bit of upper body work, you can come with me, and you can do this variation from seal or from Sphinx. So all we're going to do is press the right fingertips down, lift the left arm up as high as we can, and then just tap the left hand down. And then other side, lift the right arm, bring it down. So it's a stretch, just a little bit of strength, reset in the middle, lift the left hand, set it down, lift the right hand, set it down, point the tops of the feet into the mat, lift the left hand, set it down, lift the right hand, set it down. Okay, press into the tops of the feet, come a little bit more into the back bend of your seal or Sphinx. So if it's Sphinx, you roll the chest open a little bit more. And then bring the forearms down if you were in seal. Bring the hands under the shoulders, bring the shins together, and then press back into a closed knee child's pose. So this time the tops of the feet are on the ground, hips are to the heels, forehead comes down, massages your stomach a little bit, but if you don't like that, take a wide knee child's pose, and then grab the heels. And then come forward to tabletop. So separate the knees, get the hands under the shoulders, and then lift the left toes, send the left toes back, lift the left knee. Just stretch the backs of the hamstrings. So we will get to a down dog eventually. My friends who are live, you know down dog. If down dog is newer to you, you can get the benefits of down dog either by staying in tabletop or taking this little leg stretch one at a time. When we get there, bring the left knee down, set the right toes back, lift the right knee, same thing. So stretch the right foot and then rock back and forth on the right toes. Okay. Rebend the right knee, bring the right foot back under the right hip. Listen carefully. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up off the ground, and then extend the left leg out to the side so that the left foot aligns with your left hip. All right. So the left leg is straight. Tuck the right toes. So the right toes are tucking into the ground. The right foot is very stable. Walk the hands back towards the knees and then come up to stack your shoulders over your hips. So it looks like this. The right knee over the right hip, right shoulder over the right hip, over the right knee. The left leg is out to the side. You can have the toes up or not. Actually, see if you can get them down. So the edge of the left foot might be like a little bit off the mat, okay? And then slide the left hand down the left leg, reach the right arm out, even with the right shoulder, right palm up, and then take a big side bend to the left. So this is known as gate pose. Turn the right palm down towards your right ear, stretch through the right side of the body, and then sweep the hands back down, leave the legs as they are. So the hands are under the shoulders, the left leg is still out. Now flex the left foot really strongly, press into both of your hands. And then on your next exhale, lift the left foot up as high as you can get it. So squeeze the outer left hip, and then inhale, tap the left foot down. Just 2 more of those. All right, inhale, exhale, lift, squeeze, flex the left foot, inhale, tap it down. 1 more, exhale, lift, squeeze, tap the left foot down, bring the left knee under the left hip, shake it out. All right, other side, and I'll move so I can demonstrate. Set the right foot out to the side. So again, right foot even with the right hip, right leg long, left knee under the left hip, tuck the left toes, and then come to stand up on your left knee, right foot. Gate pose on this side, we start everything facing forward. Slide the right hand down the right leg, reach the left arm out, left palm up, and then stretch over towards the side of the right leg. So like in any other side bend, again, the challenge comes from trying to keep our hips and chest moving away from this side bend. So moving towards kind of the side plane of our practice area. Sweep the hands back down through the middle, bring the hands back under the shoulders, leave the legs as they are, take a big inhale. And then exhale, flex the right foot, lift the right foot as high as you can get it, and then inhale, place it down. Exhale, lift, squeeze the right outer hip. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift, squeeze the right outer hip. Exhale, set it down. Bring the right knee under the right hip. You can take a few hip circles here. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes. We're heading to down dog, so if you don't want to do down dog, stay in tabletop. Otherwise, press the mat away from you so the upper spine rounds. Tuck the toes, come to floating tabletop. So knees are a couple inches off the ground here. Keep the knees bent, send the tailbone up and back. And then press the mat away, the ground away with your hands, look back at your feet. And then pedal out your downward facing dog. So in down dog, again, long stance. You want to walk the hands forward until the biceps are around your ears and your chest feels like a long diagonal line. And then when you look back at your toes, they should be under each hip, pointing forward. If you want to walk them a little bit wider, that's fine. And once you have pedaled out your dog a few times, find stillness. So again, when I say that, I say stillness because you don't have to straighten the legs. You could have a bend here, but we'll just hold here for a couple breaths to feel the strength of our upper body, our arms, the openness of the chest, of the backs of the legs in this position. And then everyone bend the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet. Take a big bend in the knees and then inhale, roll up to stand slowly. Once you come up to stand, come to the middle of your practice space or mat. Little balance moment here to finish things out. So take a little bend in the left knee, bring the right knee up into the chest or tap it on the floor. Or if you want to bring it up into the chest, but you have furniture handy, just place a hand on the wall. If the knee is into the chest, one more thing you could do here is interlace the fingers on the front of the right shin. Pull the right knee up a little bit higher and then roll out the ankle in each direction. And the more you pull the right knee up, the more it opens the front of the hip. Okay, tree pose, lots of options here. Bring the hands to the hips. If you know this one, go for it. Otherwise, I'll talk through options. Option 1 is to leave the toes on the ground, open the knee out to the side, and then bring the heel to the inside of the calf. Option 2, same thing, only you move the foot up the calf but below the knee. The other option, grab the right ankle, bring the sole of the left foot inside the left thigh with the heel up and the toes down. And then from there, hands together in front of your chest, hands together on your hips, or hands up overhead. Now, you want to press with the standing leg into the foot as much as the foot is naturally pressing in. And I wobbled because sometimes I'm wearing socks. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's literally like friction of your clothing or lack thereof. Okay, bring your hands to your hips, bring the right knee back to center, set the right foot down, shake the left leg out because that's been working for us. Other side, okay, soft bend in the right knee. Again, either bend the left knee, tap the left toes, bring the left knee up into the chest, bring the left knee into the chest, interlace the fingers on the front of the shin, pull the left knee up towards the left shoulder, and then roll out the ankle if you like. And again, you can do this with one hand, the other hand on a wall, chair, whatever's convenient. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Bring the hands back to the hips to set it up. Again, step 1, toes down, open the knee out, and then kickstand the left heel against the right calf. Another option, again, move the toes up off the ground, but stay below the calf, okay? Then the other option, grab the left ankle, place the left foot inside the right thigh. So you just want to be above or below the knee again. Sock to leggings, not working. But as long as you're above or below the knee, that's fine. And that is because the knee joint was not designed to have pressure from the side. It just hinges open, similar to your elbow. Okay. And then again, bring hands together in front of your chest, on your hips. Bring the hands up overhead. And then everyone bring the hands back to the hips, bring the left knee forward, set both feet down, shake out the legs. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands together in front of your chest. That is it for today's stretch flow session. Today's password is Dani Rojas, D-A-N-I, Rojas, R-O-J-A-S. He makes everybody happy and is uncontroversial. So thanks for joining me live. And our last session will be core. Okay. Stop recording.